Good afternoon, students. Welcome to Maths online class. Today, I am continuing the arithmetic progression, session 7, selection of terms in an AP. In the previous section, we are solved so many problems related to nth term of an AP. Related to nth term of an AP. Just recall that the nth term of an AP, that is given by an or Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So using this formula, we have solved so many problems. Apart from this, we are solved the problems finding the middle terms, finding the middle term or middle terms. So just recall that all the way or methods to find the middle term. How many middle terms, whether it is 1 or 2, that is depending on the number of terms. And the next one is finding the terms from the end. Finding the terms from the end. From the end. Okay. Also, we are studied about the different types of problems based on this nth term of an AP. Right. Today, I am going to do a new concept that is a selection of terms in an AP. Okay. Now, they are giving some hints and also we should find out the number of terms. So there are several methods are there, but I am showing you a particular method. You should follow that instead of doing the actual method. It is lengthy and also it is inconvenient. Okay, if it is a simple one, numbers are less, then you can use that, but it is more numbers, then it is difficult to find out that. It takes too much time to solve that. Okay, for that we are using usually the convenient method. We should follow that. Clear? Convenient method, convenient way of finding the number of terms. Usually in your class, that means in the 10th standard, they are giving only the 3 cases. One is 3 numbers, 4 numbers and 5 numbers. Even sometimes they are asking the 6 numbers also. Find 3 numbers in AP. Okay. Find 4 numbers in AP. Find 5 numbers in AP and find 6 numbers in AP. Which is the convenient way of taking that terms. So we know that the general form of the AP, what is that? A, comma, A plus D, comma, A plus 2D, etc., etc. Like this. If you are taking like this, then it is difficult. Means it is also possible, but length is time. Okay, it takes time and more length. Clear? That's why we are not using this. Instead of that, we are taking some convenient method that is explained in the book that I am taking. Let the convenient method convenient N-I-E-N-T convenient terms. So first you should take the convenient terms. You should work out this. Right. Now, the first one is number of terms. Number of terms. Number of terms is 3. Now, if you want to find out 3 numbers in AP, how to find out 3 numbers? For that, the terms are terms and common difference. Common difference. So when the number of terms are 3, then you should take the terms as a minus d, comma, a and a plus d. You should take like this. Right. Then what is the common difference? Common difference is d. Right. Then if the number of terms are 4, then here you should take like this: a minus 3d, comma, a minus d, comma, a plus d, comma, a plus 2d. Now the common difference is 2d. Now look at that. Number of terms. So next I will tell you that. Now if the number of terms are 5, then the terms are a minus 2d, comma, a minus d, comma, a, comma, a plus d, comma, a plus 2d. Now common difference is d. Next, number of terms are 6 terms are in AP. Then for this you should take it like this: a minus 5d, comma, a minus 3d, comma, a minus d, comma, a plus d, comma, so here is 3d, a plus d, a plus, here is 3d, and a plus 5d. So common difference is 2d. Okay. Now this is what the number of terms, the convenient way we should take the terms like this. If they ask 3 terms, then definitely you should take let the three terms of an AP are a minus d, a plus d, like that. If they ask find 4 numbers are in AP, 4 numbers are in AP, then find the 4 numbers, means then you should take a minus d, a plus d, a plus 3d. Then if the 5 numbers to find, then you should take it as a minus 2d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 2d. Now 6 terms: 5d, 3d, d, 1d, 3d, 5d. Now look at this. These two are odd numbers and these two are even numbers. Then when the odd numbers are there, then the common difference is same, d. Even numbers, the common difference is same, 2d. Here, this is a one concept. What? Selection of terms in an AP. Very, very important. Very, very important. They are asking one question for 2 marks or 3 marks. This is what the application level questions, what they are asking, they may ask on this concept also. Okay, be careful, study well, and write down the terms, how to take the terms. The convenient way of taking the terms is like this. Practice this, right? Then next is now I am going to solve the problems based on these things. Clear? Now today is we are studying one more concept, that is the arithmetic mean. So based on that also you may have so many questions, right? Arithmetic mean. So you know that mean, you are studied in 9th standard, and also this, if the arithmetic mean of 3 numbers means 2 numbers, take the 2 numbers, add it and divide it by 2. You will get the arithmetic mean. In the same way, here also arithmetic mean of numbers or the AP. Let A, capital A and B are in AP. Then let us find out the D of these two. D is equal to A minus A. Call this as equation number 1. Another D, these two. B minus A, that is the second one. Okay, now from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, what is that? First, what you can write? B minus A is equal to A minus A. Clear? Or you can write A minus A first itself. A minus A is equal to B minus A. Shift this capital letter to this side, small letter to this side. Then it becomes A plus A is equal to A plus B, or B plus A it is. Right? Then A plus A, 2A is equal to A plus B. Then capital A is equal to A plus B by 2. So this is what the arithmetic mean of the three numbers. Mean means the middle one. Okay. Therefore, A is called arithmetic mean. Therefore, arithmetic mean, AM. Arithmetic mean of an arithmetic progression is given by A plus B by 2. If the three numbers are in AP, then their mean is given by A plus B by 2. That means whatever the three numbers are given, you should take the last two terms, add it and divide it by 2. You will get the middle one. That is the arithmetic mean. So, how to find the arithmetic mean? Look at this. If A, capital A, small b are in AP, then first common difference is this, second difference is this. From 1 and 2, what you can write is A minus A is equal to B minus A. Then A plus A is equal to A plus B. Then capital A is equal to A plus B by 2. That is the arithmetic mean of any two numbers is given by this formula, A plus B by 2. See, you are familiar or you have solved this formula. You use this formula in 9th standard to find the number of terms, that means are the rational numbers between any two given numbers. So we are use this formula, right? Now let us work some problems based on these concepts. One is selection of terms and the arithmetic progression. So what is the arithmetic progression and all? Clear? Now let us take the first one. The sum of three numbers in AP. First question. The sum of three numbers. Three numbers in AP is minus 3. And their product is, and their product is 8. Find the numbers. Find the numbers. Find the numbers. So this is the question. Now look at that. What they asked? The sum of three numbers in AP. So three numbers. So we have four selections, four types of terms. One is 3 terms, 4 terms, 5 terms and 6 terms. Here they given the sum of three numbers in AP is given -3 and their product is 8. So how to start first? So solution let the three numbers in AP are A minus D, comma A, comma A plus D. First you should take like this. Let the three numbers in AP are like this. Then according to statement, according to question, say question, what they given? Sum of three numbers. That means A minus D plus A plus A plus D. Sum of this plus this plus this is given by -3. -3. Then here minus D plus D get cancelled. 3A is equal to -3. Then A is equal to -3 by 3. So 1. A value is equal to -1. A value equals -1. Now next is what? Idu statement 1. Question number 1, that is the sum. Now according to question 2, the product A minus D into A plus D is given by 8. Look at that. Product. See, their product is 8. So you should write like this. A minus D into A plus D. Now substitute the value of A value. Now, or first you can take this one. A minus D, A square minus D square into -1 equals 8. Then A square minus D square is equal to 8 by -1, that is -8. Now here is -1 whole square. You can shift this one to this side. -8 becomes +8 and this D square goes this side. So it becomes plus D square. -1 whole square means +1 plus 8 equals D square. Then D square is equal to 9. I am writing here. D is equal to plus or minus root 9. So plus or minus 3. So D value, you have two values. For the value of D, there is a two chances. One is +3 and another one is -3. Now the three numbers are what is that? A minus, first when D is equal to +3, A minus D, that is -1 minus 3, that is -4. Then A is -1. Then A plus D is equal to -1 plus 3 is 2. So this is a one numbers. That means the three numbers are in AP are -4, -1 and +2. Other thing is, I am rubbing this, when the D value, so remember this, be careful when the square root you are taking, there is a two values. Now D is equal to -3, then A minus D is equal to -1 minus of -3. That is -1 plus 3 is 2. Then A is equal to -1 and A plus D is equal to -1 plus of -3. That is -1 minus 3 is -4. The same thing you will get. So this is the method of finding the selection, how to find out the required numbers which are what they are given in the questions, right? Now let us take the second example. After doing some problems, you will understand what the concept is. Now the second one is find 4 numbers in AP. Find 4 numbers. 4 numbers in AP. Find 4 numbers in AP whose sum is 20. Whose sum is 20. And the sum of whose squares and the sum of whose squares sum of whose squares is 120. Full stop. Okay, only these two things they are given, right? Now, how to solve this? See here, the two things is sum is given. Sum is equal to 20 and another one sum of whose squares. Sum of the squares. Sum of the squares is 120. So these are the two things. Okay. Now solution. Clear? Now look at that. Find 4 numbers in AP whose sum is 20. Clear? So sum of 4 terms is 20 and sum of the 4 terms squares is equal to 120. So both are sum they are given. Now let the terms 4 terms. Let the 4 terms are. Now recall that. So for 3 terms A minus D. For 4 terms what we can take? A minus 3D, comma, A minus D, comma, A plus D, comma, A plus 3D. So you should take like this. These are the 4 terms in AP. Now let us take the first one is, here sum is given, A minus 3D plus A minus D plus A plus D plus A plus 3D is equal to 20. Now plus 3D minus D plus D can cancel. Left out is 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 4A is equal to 20. Then A is equal to 20 by 4 4 ones are 4 5s are. Therefore, A value is 5. This is a statement 1. Now, coming to the second part. Are you clear this? What the sum is given, you are taken like that, means here like this, the terms, 4 terms, then sum is taken like this, then you will get A value. Now, let us coming to this part, sum of the squares. Sum of the squares means you should square all these terms. Okay. Now, I am writing this. A minus 3D whole square plus A minus D whole square plus A plus D whole square plus A plus 3D whole square is equal to 120. Look at that. Sum of the squares of the terms. Here is square of the term, square of the term, square of the term, square of the term. Look at that carefully. Now, what you can do is just expand the term. Now, here this becomes what? A square plus 9D square minus, I am writing directly, 2 3s are 6AD. Okay. Now, plus A square plus D square minus 2AD plus A square plus D square plus 2AD plus A square plus 9D square plus 6AD. So what is this? Is equal to 120. So because of space I am written like this. See, after this, expand this, expand this, expand this, expand this, and write down 120. Now, clearly, look at this, minus 6AD plus 6AD get cancelled. Minus 2AD plus 2AD is cancelled. Right. So, left out is what? 1A square plus 1A square plus 1A square plus 1A square becomes 4A square. Then 9 plus 1, 10. Here is 10. So totally 20D square is equal to 120. Okay. And dividing by 4. Throughout by 4. What you will get? A square plus 5D square is equal to 30. Clear? Understood? If you are not understood, just pause the video, see that how it is expanded and how it is calculated, how it is simplified. Go repeated videos that, right? Then I will write here. So on substituting the A value here, 5 square plus 5D square is equal to 30. Then 5D square is equal to 30. Shift this 5 square to this side, minus 25. Then D square is equal to 5 by 5. Then D is equal to plus or minus root 1. D is equal to 1. So, A value is 5, D value is 1. So, plus or minus 1. So, you can take plus 1 one time and minus 1 next time. Then, write down the 3 terms here. Now, just after finding A value, D value, substitute these things in this. Now, first term is A minus 3D. I am writing here A minus 3D when D is equal to plus 1. Plus 1. Then what it becomes? 5 minus 3 of 1, that is 5 minus 3 is 2. Clear? Now a minus d, that is 5 minus 1 is 4. Then a plus d, that is 5 plus 1 is 6. A plus 2d, sorry, 3d. A plus 3d is 5 plus 3 into 1, that is 5 plus 3 is 8. Therefore, the four terms are what? 2, 4, 6 and 8. So if you want, verify that. What is the sum? 6 plus 4 is 10, 8 plus 2 is 10, so 20. Clear? So this is one question of the selection of terms in an AP. Clear? See the videos twice or thrice, pass it wherever you are not understand and go through that steps. Clear? This is very, very important. So you may expect so many types of questions on this chapter, or means on this concept, right? Application level. Clear? Now the second one, next third question I am doing. Now look at the third question based on a selection of terms in an AP. Divide 32 into 4 parts. So look at this, 4 parts. That means we have to find out 4 terms in an AP which are in AP, such that the product of extremes, just go back to 9th or 7th standard, your ratios and proportions, extremes and means. See, if A is to B, double is to C is to D. So the 4 terms are in ratio. That means 2 ratios are equal. Then the 4 terms are said to be in proportion. Then you have studied that these two, A and D, are called as extremes, and these two are called as means. Right? So make use of that. And also here one more thing you should observe, that is to the. Now look at this, is to. Now here instead of giving like this, they are given or they are mentioned in the statement itself, right? So like this. Clear? Then you should understand that it is a ratio and proportions. Now how to proceed this? So after understanding this, the problem statement, after reading the statement, you should examine, or you should conclude that in what way they are given. So how to write that? Right? Now that is what? Analyzing the problem. So after analyzing the problem, let us take the 4 terms. So solution, let the 4 terms, let the 4 terms or 4 parts, terms or parts, 4 parts are like this: A minus 3D, comma, A minus D, comma, A plus D, comma, A plus 3D. So these are the 4 terms. In these 4 terms, these two are called extremes. Look at this. These two are called as extremes, and these two are called as means. Extremes and means. So analyze the question carefully and then you write down what they are given, which are in AP such that the product of extremes. So what you have to write? A minus 3D into A plus 3D. product of the terms is 2 means we should write down like this: a minus d into a plus d is equal to what they given, 7 by 15. 7 is to 15. So you should write like this. Clear? Now next what we can do is, now these two, a minus 3d into a plus 3d, it is in the form of a square minus b square. So what we can write is a square minus 9d square whole divided by, then this is a square minus d square. This is 7 by 15. Look at that. So how the terms are written: a minus 9d square by a square minus d square. This is a minus d into a plus d. Here is a minus d into a plus d. You are written like that. Right. Then next is cross multiplication. 15 into a square, 15 a square minus 15 nines are 90 and 45, 135 d square equals 7 a square minus 7 d square. 7 a square minus 7 d square. Now shift this a square one side. 15 a square minus 7 a square is equal to 135 d square and minus 7 d square. Right. Okay. Now here is one part is given. Divide 32 into 4 parts. Okay. Now here 15 minus 7 is 8 a square is equal to 135 minus 7. 130 is 123, 128. 128 d square. Now here the first thing I am left out. They are given that divide 32 into 4 parts. That means what the 4 numbers we are taken, the sum of these 4, that you can write here, sum of the 4 parts, that is a minus 3d plus a plus d plus a minus d plus a plus 3d is equal to 32. So on cancelling all these things, then 4a equals 32. A is equal to 32 by 4. A is equal to 8. So first thing you should write this. This is the first part. First part, the sum is given. Indirectly they are not given. The sum is given indirectly like this. 32. Divide 32, right? Now substituting here 8 into 64, that means 8 square. 8 square whole divided by 128 is equal to d square. Now I am rubbing this. Understood? Now here d square is equal to 8 into 64 by 128. 128. 64 ones are 64 twos are 2 ones are 2 fours are. Therefore d is equal to plus or minus root 4, that is plus or minus 2. In the previous problem I am not find out the 4 terms by taking the negative value. You just do that. Take the d as a minus value and then find out. Here also I am finding by taking only the positive value. Then you should find out the four terms by using negative d, right? Now the four terms are d when d is equal to plus 2. Okay, here I am doing minus 2 by taking minus 2. There also you should do that. Here in this problem you should do the or find out the four terms by taking a value, d value plus 2. Right. Now a minus 3d is equal to 8 minus 3 of minus 2. 8 plus 6 is 14. Then a minus d, 8 minus of minus 2, that is 8 plus 2 is 10. Then a plus d, that is 8 plus of minus 2, 8 minus 2 is 6. Then a plus 3d, that is 8 plus 3 of minus 2, 8 minus 6 is 2. Therefore, the four terms are 14, 10, 6 and 2 or in AP. Now when you are taking d is plus 2, then you will get 2, 6, 10 and 14 as the four terms. Look at that. The sum of the four terms is equal to 32. Right. So this is how we are finding the terms, what they as 3 terms, 4 terms, 5 terms, like this. Okay, go through the video repeatedly and then solve the problems. I will do the problems more on this concept, right? Clear? Okay, now based on that I will give you work, right? So tomorrow means next week what the doubt clearance class is there, you will solve as whatever doubt you have. Clear?